Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Mika and here on my channel I do fragrance reviews. I love everything about fragrances, whether it's classic, luxury, niche, or designer, or indie. I just love fragrances. So if this is your first time stopping by, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and become part of our fragrance community. And for those of you who are watching but you haven't quite subscribed, many people are watching but they're not subscribing, please do the same and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time that I upload a new video. So today guys, I wanted to share a video with you that has been part of my life since the lockdown. What that is slow living. I've been on a journey of revamping my life and my lifestyle. And part of that are fragrances that I consider to be slow living fragrances. And these are fragrances that are very intimate. So if you enjoy beast modes and that is your cup of tea and your vibe, then you may not like some of the fragrances that I have to share today. These fragrances are for those who like to relax, wind down, slow your mind, and just have something very intimate and quiet and not something that's loud and shouting at you. So if that's what you're interested in, then stay tuned. Alright guys, so I want to give you first the definition of slow living. So I'll read that. I found something to be the best definition and description of this lifestyle. Slow living is a mindset whereby you curate more meaningful and conscientious lifestyle that's in line with what you value in life. It means doing everything at the right speed instead of striving to do things faster. The slow movement focuses on doing things better. Often that means slowing down, doing less, and prioritizing spending the right amount of time on the things that matter to you most. Since the lockdown, what I've been focusing more on is quality versus quantity. I have completely shifted the way I spend, who I spend my time with, what I'm doing with my free time, and just learning to be still. And that has been a wonderful journey. I've been leaning toward fragrances that support that type of vibe and feel. And today I have two fragrances that inspired this video. And unfortunately they are discontinued, but if you can get your hands on these, or maybe you have them in your collection and they are in the far back of your cabinet, pull these out. And if you see these on Poshmark or Mercari, snatch them up. And this one here is actually my scent of the day, and this here is Over the Musk by Muglar. This again is discontinued. It is just the right amount of musk with a kiss of musk. So for those of you who are sensitive to musk, you might really enjoy this because it's not heavy. It's real light and it's something that you would enjoy. Others will have to be in your scent bubble, like giving you a hug to really smell this fragrance on you. And then the other one that is discontinued, and this one is Balenciaga Skin. This is the fragrance that I feel is more in line with your skin but better. It has a hint of sweetness, very light sweetness, and I smell the sweet pea in here and that light musk. I am so sad that these two fragrances are discontinued because they are gems. When I actually found Over the Musk, I was so elated because it is so hard to find. And I just thought I was one of those individuals that would never be able to smell what everyone has been raving about. Those are the two fragrances that influence the title of this video. So guys, without further ado, I have a lineup that I think you will enjoy. Many of these fragrances are going to smell like you just got out of the shower. People reference to it being clean, clean as in the smell clean. And they are very light. These are not going to be fragrances that give a lot of throw or projection. They don't have a big sillage. And the first one here is Blanche by Byredo. Blanche actually means white. And this fragrance smells like soap. It just smells like a fancy soap that you get from a hotel. Or some people might think it smells like fresh, clean, white linen sheets that just got out of the dryer. I really enjoy wearing this, and this is one of the fragrances that was my first Byredo fragrance. It was the first one that I tried from this house, and it just took me on a rabbit hole journey of finding more fragrances from Byredo. And one thing I have noticed with this particular fragrance is that it lasts longer on clothes than it does with skin. You're only going to get maybe about 4 hours of wear on this, if that. But I think that if this is your vibe, you'll really enjoy this because it just smells like a fancy hotel soap. Again, that is Blanche by Byredo. This next fragrance is from a house that I really, really love. I love this house so much. I think they are edgy. I think they are open to taking risk, and I just love this house. And this here is L'Eau d'Hiver by Frederic Malle. This fragrance means winter water. This is a soft floral with hints of iris, and it's just so angelic to me. I love this. It really smells like snow. I've said this before on my channel. This fragrance reminds me of when I lived in the Pacific Northwest. It would be the smell of the first snow, and that to me is just nostalgic. And this fragrance I love. I get about 5 to 6 hours with this, and even after that I can still get wafts of this on my skin. But this is for those who want something subtle and understated. This next one is another house that I love, and when this came out I was very surprised because this house is known for big bombastic fragrances like Oud for Greatness, as well as Atomic Rose, Side Effect. And when this fragrance came out, I was very surprised because it is completely opposite of those fragrances. And this here is Musk Therapy by Initio Parfums. And this is another clean and fresh scent. It's not complex. It has very simple notes, and it's very addicting. I think that this is a crowd pleaser. I don't know anybody who would complain about this fragrance. It's not obnoxious, and the staying power is about 5 hours. So again, this here is Musk Therapy by Initio. This next fragrance is another all-time favorite of mine, and this here is Signature by Montblanc. This fragrance is enveloping and very cozy. It has a beautiful magnolia note as well as vanilla, with a hint of citrus. I know pear is not in here, but to me it smells like a pear note to me. It has moderate longevity as well as moderate sillage, but the fragrance makes up for that. It has clementine in here, which gives me a little zest. This is really great. I like it, and it's not bad on the pocketbook. This here is Signature by Montblanc. Next is a favorite house of mine. I love this house. Pretty much every new release, I have to get my nose on their fragrance. And this here is For Her Musk Nude by Narciso Rodriguez. Soft version of Narciso Rodriguez For Her. This was created by Sonia Constant, and it was created to blend so naturally with your skin. I must say they nailed this one. It has a magnificent second skin quality. This has a beautiful jasmine, a clean musk. This fragrance is worthy of being a signature scent. It lasts on me for about 8 hours, and I just think it has the most beautiful opening. Next is a line that all of them can be in this category, but I picked this one because it is a soft and light gourmand. And this here is Infusion d'Amande by Prada. It's a unisex amber vanilla. It's soft and cuddly. This is great for the office. Not obtrusive, and again, it has a light touch of sweetness that can make it more gourmandy, but not too sweet. Notes include bitter almond, heliotrope, musk, tonka bean, and anise. It doesn't last very long, but this is really great for lounging. Speaking of lounging, one of my other favorite go-tos is I love loungewear. I love coming home, taking a shower, and putting on loungewear. And on the weekend, that's what you'll catch me wearing. If it's not a cotton button down, it's a beautiful matching two-piece loungewear. And this is a subtle fragrance that you just can't go wrong with. I get the beautiful iris as well as that almond note in here. This is gorgeous. Next is a fragrance that is just so elegant. It's florally. It has a slight sweetness. I remember when I first sniffed it at the counter, and I continued to walk around the mall, and then I remember this fragrance was stuck in my head and I had to go back the next day. This here is Prada La Femme by Prada. This is worthy of being a signature scent fragrance. Oh, this is so beautiful. It has notes of magnolia, carrot seed. You can smell the frangipani in here, tuberose, ylang-ylang, iris, as well as beeswax. It smells somewhat kind of waxy, and you get that in the dry down. It's clean, it's warm, it's comforting, it's calming. This is just beautiful. Next is a fragrance that I like to wear when I'm craving a vanilla. And this here is Orchidee Vanille by Van Cleef and Arpels. This is a gorgeous chocolatey vanilla. It's one of my all-time favorite vanillas. Although the performance is really bad, I still love to wear it. It's very simple and unpretentious. This gives cacao and a mix of orange with beautiful vanilla. This embodies the essence of femininity. This is very pretty. If you've watched my channel, you've heard me rave about this fragrance. It is one of my top 10 fragrances. I mainly wear this to bed. I think my mind associates sleeping with this fragrance because it is now my signature bedtime fragrance. This here is Musk Panache by Maison Rebatchi. The nose behind this is Maurice Roussel. Oh, this is gorgeous. It just exceeded my expectations, especially being a light citrus and musk fragrance. I can smell the cardamom in here, the musk, with a hint of honeysuckle and that beautiful iris. It's slightly sweet, but it just smells so clean and cozy to me. It fragranced my bedding. I can smell this even though I haven't sprayed it throughout my bedding, and it just is so cocooning. Oh, it has a beautiful whimsical musk in here. It's unisex. Both men and women can wear this. And I would say I get about, 5 to 6 hours with this. And again, I can still smell it on my bedding, so it lasts very long on clothing as well. I know this next fragrance was some of you guys' all-time favorite. It was popular back in the day, and I still love it. I still wear it. And this fragrance is from the Tobacco collection, and it's Rich, Warm, Addictive by Zara. It has rum in the top, peony in the middle, and this beautiful bourbon vanilla in the base. I love wearing this for fall and winter days and nights. I know that the longevity is weak and the sillage is not that good, but I just can't get enough of this scent. It's just nostalgic for me and very addictive, just like in the title. I constantly find myself sniffing my wrist to smell this again. I love the sweetness in here. It's not too sweet where it's a gourmandy sweet, but it's a hint of sweetness. And you get that from that vanilla in the dry down. And then that boozy note comes out to shine. It's simple. It's simple. It's gentle. It's warm. It's addictive. Is it groundbreaking? Is it something that is a statement piece? No. It's just a simple fragrance that is great for the money. I've heard it's been discontinued. I don't really know, but this here is one of my favorites. Tobacco. Next is a fragrance that you've heard me also rave about. It is my go-to when I'm going to a doctor's appointment. It is also one of those fragrances that I like wearing if I'm going to be in tight quarters next to other people and I don't want to be offending anyone. And this is just second skin to me. This is Skin by Cleef. Ironically, it's called Skin, but it just feels like second skin to me. Very inoffensive. The musk in here is light. You have florals. It's clean. And not only is it smell clean, but it's also a clean product. It just smells like your skin, but better, like when you get out of a shower type of clean skin. It has that sweetness as well as the hint of salt in here. It's soft, it's cozy, and it also can be alluring and sensual. This is a fragrance that your partner will like smelling you when they come into your scent bubble. If you work in a healthcare industry, I do think you can get away with wearing this and not offend anyone. I love wearing this. It is so intimate. And I think that this is stronger on fabric than it is on the skin. So I spray heavily on both skin and clothes. This is just a great fragrance for when you want to relax as well. Last but not least is a house that I want to explore more from. This is a fairly new fragrance to me. And this one here is in French. I'll do my best to pronounce it, but the title will be in the description box. This is Dorce Accord Perdu LB. I tried. This reminds me of paper in an old book. Like you open the book and you just film through the paper, and the smell of the paper is what this fragrance reminds me of. There's a slight bright citrus in here. Aldehydes that create an effervescent quality. It's a bit musky, but it's not overly musky. And I can smell the orange blossom in here. It's very refreshing and uplifting. I think that this would be a great gem scent. I am so intrigued by this house. I really want to try more from them. But this here is just quiet luxury. Although it's quiet, I think that you will definitely notice this because it wears pretty well. And I think I get about 6 to 7 hours with this. This is an understated house, and I don't know why you don't hear more from them, but I definitely will be getting more from this house. That wraps up this lineup. I hope you enjoyed my fragrances that I think are intimate and just embody slow living. And I really want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Bye-bye.